westbound 101. There you see that Mercedes SUV moving at a high rate of speed right on the shoulder of the road, trying to get through traffic. Apparently, Giovanna, this is a stolen vehicle. LAPD started chasing it while going through Van Nuys.
And we understand it started on surface streets and quickly got onto the 405, the northbound 405. And now, as you mentioned, he is on the 101 freeway and moving very, very quickly. You see all that traffic there. Traffic is much slower than his pace, which makes all of this a very dangerous situation.
Right. He seems to have really tacked up the speed, but he does seem intent on basically staying within this area. Keep in mind, again, he's in the Encino area, but we've been largely seeing him hanging out in the Van Nuys area. And if you know that community, you know that these communities are really close to each other.
LAPD from the Van Nuys area began following him. They believe, as you mentioned, that this is a stolen Mercedes.
What we think, though, is there's only one person in the vehicle.
He came close to a couple of other cars. He's as you mentioned, determined to keep going.
He's going through a tight community here. Encino has a tendency of being tight, being hilly, and he's clearly moving at a high rate of speed, which makes it very dangerous. This is a Mercedes 4 Series SUV, so it could really open up and it could maneuver pretty well.
He's had a lot of close calls already.
And this is a very congested area. I often drive through here, especially at rush hour. It gets really tight. And
See
he
that?
is
Yeah.
desperately trying to kind of maneuver his way through. There he's going to try to squeeze his way through on a left-hand turn. And let's see, now that he's turning, let's see if there's any LAPD anywhere near him. Keep in mind the helicopter. Oh, there's a unit. So they are tracking him.
He made a U-turn. He's now going westbound.
Okay.
Westbound on Ventura.
They're reacting quickly as well.
Look at him driving in the middle lane. Wow.
Really flying there.
Yeah.
We can't see how fast he's going, but he is flying by, and people don't have time to react if they're going to be moving over. There he is in the wrong side of the road for just a brief moment there as he continues to fly through Ventura Boulevard. You can see on the upper left-hand side of your screen, that's exactly where they are right now. And here he is going on the wrong side.
Yep.
And there's a tricky situation there. Luckily, that car was paying attention and was able to stop.
David, he's not hesitating.
No.
He is bold, making some bold moves here. And now he's stuck behind this big truck. What is this, a Prime? Amazon Prime truck.
Yeah, okay.
Can't
so
really get around that.
one of our staff members, a car enthusiast,
And this woman is talking. Is she
talking to him? Some kind of communication is going on right there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Is she saying shame on him?
Maybe.
I think she was.
I guess we all could say that. Okay, so this is from Chris, who is on our staff here. He says this is a 2020 to 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. It's a nice-looking car, and obviously it's an expensive car, but reported as stolen. And then he's tracking his way behind this Amazon truck. He stayed on Sepulveda, turned onto Ventura Boulevard, and then raced into Encino at a very high rate of speed. You can see all the traffic there, Giovanna. This is a very congested area, and of course, Ventura Boulevard, we've all been on Ventura.
Yes.
It's a tough thing to maneuver, especially at this time of the day.
Yes, but all times of the day sometimes, but definitely now in the commute hour.
These are large roads, but it's also very traveled roads, so there are a lot of things to dodge. Yes, it looks like he's getting into the left-hand lane.
Right-hand lane, yeah.
Right-hand lane, sorry.
Yeah.
I lost it for a second there with all the SUVs.
Yes.
Okay, so he's hopping on.
That is a freeway. Yes,
101 South. Looks like he's hopping on, am I right there?
Yes,
the 101
I think it is the
southbound.
101 South.
Okay, so he is in Encino, hopping on the 101 southbound. He's got a little space to maneuver, and there you see, as we push in on him, he's going to pick up speed here, but he's got some cars in front of him. He's going to move over to the left hand. Now he's flying through the middle.
52 miles an hour at this point.
At this hour, this rush hour, traffic usually going the opposite direction, so when you could get a glimpse of the other direction there, you can see that freeway is bumper to bumper and jam-packed, less traffic coming in here to town from Encino. But Rick Dickert, this motorist can go either the 405 south or continue
north
on the 101, where they might encounter more traffic.
And there's a lot of traffic. I'm looking at our real-time traffic system, east and westbound side of the 101 near the 405, one of the busiest interchanges, as you both know, Christine and Alex, the 101 and the 405 in the San Fernando Valley.
In the whole country.
Whether you go north on the 405 or south, there will be some traffic here with reduced speeds, and we are rapidly approaching that interchange here. And this suspect doing whatever he or she can, unclear if there's anybody else inside that vehicle at this time. Again, this is an alleged stolen vehicle suspect. Bottom line, the CHP, LAPD, whoever initiated this, lit this individual up, and they chose not to pull over, and the pursuit was on.
He was on the 405 for a little bit and has been on the 101 for the last, I would say, 15, 20 minutes now?
Yeah. Or at least in this area, surface streets and the 101. He is earlier.
Those familiar sights, which we didn't have as much during the pandemic, of rush hour freeway on the 101, we're seeing here. And now this person
now they're
some
really
dangerous
picking up.
maneuvers and getting off the freeway here.
Taking an off ramp here, so we'll see what happens here, and getting a little bit more erratic, threading the needle there. And I don't know what agitated the suspect, because that suspect was really sort of backing off on speeds.
He'll be hitting Riverside first, and there's the mall on the left-hand side. That would be Fashion Square Mall. If he takes his left, that's Riverside. So Fashion Square Mall is on your left-hand side.
That is a east-west thoroughfare that parallels the 101 freeway here, and traveling back in a westbound direction on Riverside. Now making a hard left turn. And just trying to do, again, I have not seen any, and we've been pretty tight on this vehicle, this alleged stolen Mercedes here, whether or not there are any units behind that vehicle that is causing that suspect to get really agitated and try to evade.
Is that the mall there? Or where are we?
We're at Woodman Avenue here, right off the 101 freeway, in and out, weaving in and out of traffic. Very busy here, right off the 101 freeway.
Is that the entrance?
That's the mall.
Into the mall area, yeah. And
This is how we always say how you get away.
But perhaps this car is trying, he's trying to ditch the car.
Let's see what happens here, because we have seen making a left turn.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens. We've seen there are 18% of pursuits, according to the LAPD, in which the suspect is able to get away. And a lot of times we see it in these types of facilities where we have parking structures, and this suspect decided to duck in there. And the situation is, you can pull into a spot, rapidly run out, you're covered up by the parking structure, so the aerial unit can't see you.
Right.
And if there's not any ground units behind, they don't know where you went.
Right.
So you can quickly get out.
It's not your car.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're just rolling through and go, hey, I'm going to Gap. I'm all good.